Okay, so this is going to be a little bit longer video. This is kind of the process that I would take you through on learning a power clean in the class. So it's going to take a little bit longer, which is fine. If you need a refresher on certain parts, just feel free to fast forward to it. Otherwise, if you're new, I'll kind of start at the beginning and go through everything that we want to do. Now, let's start with this. So in terms of our feet on a clean, we want to be under those hips. We do not want to be any wider than that. We're trying to create vertical power, which means we're trying to get that bar up vertically off the ground. So if we're too wide, we're going to lose that power. So feet are going to be under our hips. You can go toes out slightly. If you're comfortable with that, that is fine. That grip, and we'll talk about it once we get over to the bar, but if you put that bar against your thighs, your grip's going to be about thumb out from your thighs. Okay, so when I bring that bar up into a rack position, my hands should be outside of my shoulders. Okay? Now, clean really is 3 pulls. There's pull 1, so go down. So ready position. So pull 1 is from the ground to our power position. You can see his hips are still loaded. Pull 2 is exploding the hips into a shrug, bringing that bar just to the belly button. And then pull 3 is him pulling himself under the bar. There we go. Okay? So it's those 3 pulls all in sequence. Okay? So let's go back to the first one. Now go in position. So you can see he's got a flat back. I like his hips just a little higher. There we go. So he's in those heels. Okay, we want that bar when we are in position. That bar should be pretty close to our shins. I'll talk about when we set up on a bar, kind of where your feet should be. Okay, go ahead and start here. So the first command I talk to is we just say elevate. So he's just going to elevate to power. Elevate, back down. Elevate, back down. In your heels. Elevate, back down. Good. Okay, go ahead and relax. You can see it's smooth. It's a little bit slower than what you think. One of the big mistakes new cleaners make is they want to get that bar off the ground as quick as they can. So what they do is they go to pull and their hips come up. So we want to be nice and controlled with that first pull. Okay, so when we elevate, we're there. So elevate, nice and smooth and controlled. Good. Now, relax for a second. On the second pull, the sequence of events are you have to explode your hips violently, shrug, and then a slight pull with the arms. Okay, and that slight pull with the arms is only going to get that bar to your belly button. We do not want to go any higher than the belly button. At that point, we're wasting energy, and that bar is going to get away from us. Okay, so he's going to go down. We're just going to walk through this slowly. So he's going to elevate, hips, go down, hips, shrug, and pull. Okay, don't go with that pull. Go back down. Okay, so elevate. Explodes his hips, shrugs, and pulls. That's pull 2. Let's go ahead and do that whole sequence again. So elevate, go. Good. Go back down. Elevate, go. Good. And you can see pull 2 now, that's when we want to be explosive. Pull 2 is going to be faster than pull 1. Go back down. Elevate, go. Good. There we go. All right. So that's pull 1 and pull 2. Now, pull 3. This is where it's a little different. So when we get to pull 3, I want you to imagine there's a string tied to your tailbone and you're pulling that string down. We are using our arms, using the weight of that bar, and we're pulling ourselves under that bar. We do not want that bar to float and slam us. Okay, so he's going to get that bar to his belly button and he's going to pull himself under as he wraps his elbows. So we can practice that. Just getting at the top of our second pull. Go ahead and go to the top of your second pull. Okay? Now imagine we don't want that bar to go any higher than that. He's going to pull himself under. Ready? Go. There we go. And you can see the elbows come through, so that bar gets to a rack position, which we'll talk about here in a second. Okay? So let's go top of pull 2 again. And pull. He's pulling himself under. Now let's talk footwork on that. So he's in a start of his clean position. He should finish up on those toes. He's going to get that triple extension. His feet, when they move, only move about 2 to 3 inches out on each side. He's not going to go super wide and get himself in an unathletic position. So you can see his feet. They don't come off the ground. It's not a big foot slam. They're going to come off the ground just slightly into a catch position. Okay, so go ahead and do it again. So pull 2, pull under, go. There we go. You can see those feet stay pretty tight to the ground. All right, let's put it all together. Pull 1, pull 2, pull 3. position, elevate, hip shrug, pull. There we go, good. Okay, go back down. And if he's doing it correctly, if I put a bar right in front of him, go ahead and go. He's keeping that bar nice and tight to him. Go. He should not be really touching that bar. Good. So when we go to pull under, don't let the bar get away from us. We call it showing me the knuckles. Don't show me your knuckles. Knuckles stay down, and then I go to my wrap position. Okay? All right, go ahead and set that down. Now, let's talk the rack position. Go ahead and pick up that bar there. So what you're going to need to do is you need to figure out your grip. Okay, so he's got his grip. Go ahead and bring it into rack position. Come over here where you can see it. Okay, so again, hands should be outside the shoulders on the finished position. A couple things we're looking for. Tricep should be parallel to the ground. We do not want those elbows low. See how that bar just fell on them? We want to make sure those elbows are nice and high. So we talk tricep parallel to the ground. So if he took his hands away and went here, that bar remains in place because the elbow's high. Go ahead and grab that bar again. So go ahead and bring it up. There. Now, you do not need to be able to keep a full grip on the bar. I'm not a super flexible guy, so when I go into my rack, I actually lose a finger or two, which is fine as long as that bar is on those shoulders. So if you haven't done a lot of cleans, where I would start is going to bring that bar down. Pull that bar straight up your body. What I tell people is try to pull your t-shirt up with the bar. So he's just going to pull and rack. Good. Try to be real quick. So try to hit it all in one. Ready? Pull, rack. Good. One more. Pull, rack. Good. All right. Go ahead and sit down, relax for just a sec. So anytime we clean, what you'll see on the workout is what we call a clean warm-up. So he's going to pick that up again. All we're trying to do here is time our elbows and feet hitting together. Okay, so he's going to go, pull that bar, nope, stand up. So you just stand up straight, he's going to pull that bar up to the belly button. Okay, and then he's going to pull under. Ready? Go. Good. Now his elbows were a little late. You heard his feet, and then his elbows got there. So let's try to time those elbows and feet together. So pull, go. Better. Okay, one more. That was good, okay? Now, go ahead and relax for a second. So what he's doing is an actual clean, and what I mean by that, he's doing a full catch, where his butt's getting real close to the ground. He's using that stretch reflex at the bottom to help him stand up. Okay, so that's a true clean. Some of us are not going to be able to do that, so we're going to do what we call a power clean. This is where most of people start, and then we eventually progress to the low catch. So what the power clean means, all we're doing is catching in an athletic position. So go ahead and pull up, same movement, ready, go. And we're catching nice and high. Okay, so what I tell people, sit down, relax. Whether you're basketball, soccer, football, whatever it might be, everything has a universal athletic position. Knees bent, chest up, eyes up. That should be our catch position on a power clean. We don't want to go super wide with our feet, okay? We don't want to be in an awkward split position, so we're just going to be a nice, solid, athletic position. All right, now, go ahead and pick that bar up. Next progression, which you'll see, we'll talk about, is what we call a hang clean. We can do above the knee hang clean or below the knee hang clean. So let's start with just a below the knee hang clean. So he's got a wide chest, so he's going to load that bar below the knee, and then he's going to go pull 2, pull 3. Ready, go. Good. Okay, so that's a high catch power clean. Let's do one with a low catch. Load, go. There we go. Okay. All right, perfect. Then relax. So, bar warm up. Just timing the elbows, timing the feet. Now, we walk over. Now we try to apply that. So if you can see over here, his feet. So what we talk about, it's different from a deadlift. Remember, deadlift, we feel the steel. We come right up to that bar and touch it. Where I want that bar on a clean is when I walk under the bar, I want that bar right over my bottom lace. Okay, so everybody's got shoes with the lace. That way, when he goes down into his position, go ahead and go down to your position. Okay, now he's in a good athletic position where he can pull that bar correctly. Good. All right, now, high level thing. If you can get working with it right away, it's going to help you down the road when you start going heavy weight. It's called a hook grip. So when I go ahead and grip that bar, I grip my thumb, and then I grip over the top of my thumb. Okay, so some of you may struggle with this if you have little hands, but what you'll find is your pulling strength is a whole lot more. So if we just have a regular grip, we tend to lose the bar on heavy weight. So wrap the thumb, fingers over the top. It's going to take you a couple weeks to get real comfortable with that. It's going to be a little bit sore. Some people use tape there, but we want to try to work that hook grip. Okay, so he's going to get in position, and now we're going to put together. So a couple things to note as you watch. Notice how smooth he comes off the ground. We're not jerking off the ground. He's saving his juice and his power for that second pull. Okay, so go ahead and whenever you're ready, elevate and go. Good. And then he stops, brings it back down to the ground. Good. Always stand up in between. This is not CrossFit where we're doing 100 reps, you know, where we're going 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 at most. You're going to get yourself in position again. Whenever you're ready. Good. Elevate, smooth, and go. Good. There you go. So just like I said with squats, it's better light and right than heavy and wrong. So if you have not done a lot of cleans, please start light and really focus on the technique. Break it into its parts. We'll do that within our workouts, and I'll share more videos with you as you go. If you want to send me videos of yourself, I can give you analysis of what I'm seeing, and then we can move forward from there. So that is our clean. Most important lift next to squats. Those two lifts are critical as an athlete. You really need to incorporate those into your workouts if you haven't done so. And through this class, you'll be able to do that.